Welcome to another episode of What Was Said podcast, or either Bit My Said Too Much podcast, whichever one flows off your tongue the fastest, and whatever you can remember the most. Thank you for listening, and go ahead and hit that notification bell or the subscribe button, and you'll get to know when this good old podcast is posted. Continue to like, share, and give your feedback on this good old podcast, okay? Hello. Welcome to another episode of What Was Said podcast. I know it's been a minute. It's been a good long minute. But I can say I got my mind right. My health is getting better because there's a lot of sickness going on out there. And I don't mean the STD way. I mean the sickness that's called people touching everything and not being clean. The sickness is called being dirty, being unclean, uncleansed. Like everybody want to touch everything and everything is not clean, and people want to wear gloves after they done touch stuff in a store somewhere. They done touch something and then go back to touch something else or touch you and then passing everything along. That's why I feel like the world should be shut down once again, because everybody is getting sick and it's getting nasty. I don't know if y'all can hear the cheering, but I'm just cheering that the world need to be shut down again. Like, because if I was the president, everybody be walking around here with bubbles around themselves, and we would have people in hazmat suits throwing away all bad stuff, all stuff that's been touched, and sanitizing everything on the shelves. That's what need to happen. But I know it can't happen. But I just feel like shelves need to be wiped down. Everything need to be wiped down. People, and I mean people, need to be better at cleanliness. Because for one, when I work at my second job, and nobody knows where I work at, but I'm just saying where I work at, everywhere is nasty. And I feel like, why do humans, if you're going to go take a number two, when I mean a number two, you leave behind residue. That is gross. Don't nobody want to see that? When I went to the airport to go to Houston, I saw people, I ain't gonna say people, I saw the toilet piled with mountains of stuff, looked like Mount Everest mixed with the Grand Canyon, piled up a poop. And that is nasty. What? It just take a couple of seconds for you to turn around. Literally. Like that song say, turn around. I see you get a little bit nasty. Turn around. You need to flush that toilet. Like, come on now. That could have been a whole song. Like, they need to just turn around, wipe your hand with some toilet paper, and get whatever is left over there, get it off with your hand because it's yours. Not nobody else, it's yours. Wipe that off, get that off, and then you could keep constantly flushing the toilet to get the residue off. Or either there's a toilet brush around you, get the toilet brush, get it out and leave. Because if I walk into that bathroom, I want to be able to use it right after you. I know it's not clean yet, but it's the factor of I don't want to keep looking in one stall is dirty. Second stall dirty. All the stalls are dirty. So I got to walk further because people are being dirty and unclean. And then people want to fling their hands in front of the mirror. Do you know a lot of people got to clean that mirror, use that mirror? Why can't you not fling your hands in front of the mirror? There's not a toilet bowl. Excuse me. There's a sink bowl by the mirror. You can do it by the sink. Just fling, sink. If there's an air dryer, put your hands under there. Don't fling your hands in front of the mirror. Somebody got to clean that up. And it's not you. And then, if there's a toilet paper dispenser, just roll it out or pull it out slowly so you don't drop tiny pieces of toilet paper that people leave behind on the floor. And I'm just like, why can't people just pick up the little things? Just like if you go out to eat. If you don't tip, if you're not going to tip, the least you can do is clean the table. Put everything neatly on the table so the next person that comes there that cleans it up don't got to do a lot. Or just like the hotel. If you see that you're leaving and you're not going to leave a tip, just strip the room for the housekeeper or the houseman, because it makes it easier for everyone. But I know everybody ain't gonna do this because everything ain't for everybody. And I know everybody that's gonna hear this ain't gonna listen to. I mean, is not gonna take heed until they see it, or either they work in that area and they see the type of work that they're doing, that people need to do more. But that's only in a perfect world, because that's what we need right now. We really need that. And I feel like we're not going to be able to get it until everybody comes together. And that's my Christmas wish. If everybody could come together, put our differences to the side, no matter what color, no matter what nationality, no matter how low your money, how big your money. We all trying to make it out here. If we all could just come together for a greater cause, for to make rent lower and higher pay for the rest of us out here, we can make it work. Like Michael Jackson tried it, but it didn't work out. And we just got to keep trying and keep pushing on, because that it's just things we got to get better for the future. Hold on. Like Michael Jackson said, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. You and for me. Save the world we live in. Save it for our children. How I know that? Like, I think I'm just in the Michael Jackson spirit because of my goddamn shirt, okay? I feel like that's what we need. We need more happiness, more positivity, more people spreading love, cheer, and joy. Because I put on my Instagram and Facebook and Twitter today that I don't feel like the love is there. I don't feel like the love that we used to have for the holidays is not there like it used to. It's been so commercialized by buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. And it's like we're been stuck in the mentality of work, 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 then distracted by all these celebrity gossip that we don't need to be in. We don't need to be into these people's lives. They don't care about us, so why should we care about them? Like, they're not helping us pay any bills. We're giving them more money, more clout, and we're pushing whatever they got going on, and we're pushing it on other people. And like I said in my previous podcast, and Zinzi said it for me, and I ain't gonna say she said it for me, but she broke it down for me, and I understood it. She said we project, well, I ain't gonna say we, the stuff that we watch, we project it onto ourselves. So we need to leave those shows behind. In 2023, we need to leave those shows behind. Because I'm leaving a lot of things behind in 2023. The things I'm leaving behind in 2023 is, because y'all, I had to go back to the paper because there's been a lot going on. I'm leaving ratchet shows behind like Zeus. Now That's TV. I'm leaving all the fighting because I don't want that negativity projected onto me. I'm leaving all of those. And what else I'm leaving? I'm leaving non-supporters, people that don't support you. They can support you from afar, but until you can support me, when I ain't gonna say if I can see it, but if I can't see it, it's still good. But I just feel like until you can become a supporter, I'm gonna support those that support me. If you don't support me, it's nothing. It's no ill will. It's no bad intentions. I gotta learn how to support those that support me, and those that are there for me. I gotta be there for them, because I feel like I'm supporting wrong people that we try to reach out to, and it don't work. Like, I try to reach out to my dad's side of the family. This is an example. And I found out about my grandmother, her funeral, through Instagram. I gave my family my phone number, and they had my Facebook, and I messaged them on both platforms, Instagram and Facebook, and my number was there. They could have did all of that technology and communication we have. Why did I have to find out that my grandmother passed away through Instagram? Communication. We need to end the cycle of what you call generational curses. We need to end all of that. We need to come together. If we need therapy, seek it. Because I'm going to seek it for my mental health for 2024. Like, I know it's a lot I got to do, but it ain't enough money to be made out here to help me push along. Because the other day I almost had a mental breakdown. Because it was just so much going on and so much little time that we have. We're chasing our dreams, but our dreams chasing us. That's how I feel. Is my dream chasing me, or I'm chasing it? Because it just seems like I'm running a random rat race that I'm going to never get to the end. It feel like every time I get to there, I fall right back down. And so as I get closer, fall right back down. And there's no help. That's why I said we need to come together as humans, as people, no matter what race, color, sexuality, no matter what it is. We need to just come together, put our differences to the side and come together and say, we have a greater cause out here. It's each other, because the government don't care. But if we turn all this negativity into positivity, if we can protest Black Lives Matter and other things, we can protest to get us better jobs out here. I ain't gonna say better jobs, but more money. We can help each other try to get up out of the barrel that we're in, because I just feel like, why are we crawling down and pulling other people down when we can take that one person that's trying to get up, let them get out and let them do what they got to do on the other side, so they can bring other things back to us and show us what we can do to better ourselves. But we've been whitewashed for so long. I'm not going to go into all of that because I don't know. And I got to educate myself. And I don't want to say too much up here that I don't even know yet. I just know a little bit. And I'm going to just give y'all a little tidbit of what I feel like I know. And if I can bring the right people up here to have those type of conversations, I will bring them. So we can have that. And we can stop being so naive. And I'm not going to call us ignorant, but we just are naive and blind to a lot of things. I was naive and blind to a lot of stuff. But hey, it's 2023 about to end, and I'm bringing in a new 2024. And then also what I'm giving up, I've been talking a lot. Let me get some water. What I'm giving up is sex. I'm giving that up because I don't need that right now. I don't need sex because it got easy to get. Sex got easy to get, and it is harder to find intimacy. And nobody's looking for intimacy right now. Everybody's looking for quick and fast. What can I do right now? What partner can I get into right now? Nobody's looking at, hey, what are your results? What are your STD status? What is your HIV status? We need to get all into that because we don't know. We don't know. And it's a lot of stuff that we're just blinded to, but everybody don't have that communication. Yeah, we need to wrap things up because I seen an article on the internet about a basketball player. He told the girl he don't want to bring no children in this world, so he paid her to have an abortion. I know it takes two to have sex. I know it takes two. But we need to have these conversations with these youngins out here, these chilling out here. These adults need to have these sex conversations and tell these kids that's growing up in the future generation, wrap it up. Because you don't want to get something that you cannot turn back from. Or you don't want to get anything that you pass on to another person and that they don't want. Don't nobody want, I don't want to call it a gift that keeps on giving, but that's what it seems like. In a way, a little bit. And I don't want to mess nobody's mind up because that's wrong. I feel like that's wrong to say a little bit, but I just feel like it's something that I don't want to be wrong. I ain't going to say I don't want to be wrong. I don't want it to the wrong information, so forgive me for that. But I'm just saying just something that keeps going on and on and on. And it's like, you don't want to be doing anything wrong to harm your body. You don't. So take care of it while you have it now. Because you don't want to be somewhere where you don't need to be. And people use sex as a weapon. Oh, if you don't do this for me, I'm going to do this to you. If you don't do that for me, I'm going to tell this person. Like, why you got to use sex as a negative thing? Why can't we just have it where we're waiting until the right person? But I feel like that narrative has been pushed away. So our minds are clouded with a lot of things. That's why I said 2024. I'm leaving sex behind, and I'm waiting on love. I'm waiting on the right person to come around me. I'm waiting to be surrounded by the right people because I don't want to have all this negativity around me, and I don't know what to do, and people do something to trigger me, and I just snap off and do something that I don't need to be, and I've been in a predicament where I could have just solved this by talking it out with somebody or just having that conversation with a friend, a therapist. And like I said, if you need help, if you need a supporter, Go outside your family. Don't just wait until the last minute to get that help. Get that help while it's fresh on your brain. Talk to somebody. Go out there and really dive deep and find something, because it's outlets out here for people. But we don't want to leave them behind. And if you feel like you got a load and you don't want to leave, like, give it to someone else, just give it to whomever you worship. I'm not going to talk about religion, but just give it to whoever that you worship, and let it go. Just inhale, exhale. Do what Whitney Houston said. Sometimes you got to exhale and let it out. Shooby-doo, shooby-dooby-dooby-doo. That's all I remember. I'm trying to talk and remember the lyrics, but I can't do those two at the same time. But those are what I'm leaving in 2023. Those are my things. And I can't say I got sick. That's why my podcast was on the back burner. I had a viral infection that's going around that everybody been getting. And it was like I was just couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, most likely. And I was just taking medicine. It was working, but I was taking too much of it. And I didn't know I was taking all this medicine, and I didn't supposed to. And I should have just took a little bit of medicine, and that's it. And let the medicine take its course. But now I learned my lesson. I need to be clean just as well as others need to be clean. Because we don't need to be walking around here with dirty fingernails, dirty hands, touching stuff. We need to keep our hands, like they say in that saying, when they told us as kids, keep our hands and feet and other objects to ourselves. We need to do that as an adult. Keep all of that away from me and away from others. Stay in your little box. Like, treat people like velvet rope. You don't go behind that velvet rope if you're at an art show or at any gallery. You stay in front of that rope. And if you go in front of that rope, you know what's going to happen? Bad things going to happen. So treat people as such. Treat them as such. And then the last thing I want to, I can't even talk. The last thing I want to talk about up here is the situation where that everybody been telling me that they have been going through is the Cash App thing, where people are going around. Hold on, a little bit more water. Where people been going around asking you, can they see your phone, and then go through your Cash App and put their stuff in and take your money. And see, I didn't know that was going on. I had to learn the hard way. I literally thought I was picking up. I thought I was a friend, but I'm learning I'm using that word too loosely. So he was supposed to have been a smoking buddy. He's supposed to have been just a smoking buddy. I picked him up from a location. Fast forward, I'm thinking, he's cool people, because I'm thinking that, hey, it's the holiday time. It should be cool people, but I was being naive. There you go. There I go again. So I picked the person up, and fast forward to they was drinking. They asked me for some liquor. I gave them some. The second time I told them, I was like, okay, I'm not giving you any more. That's it. You're getting cut off. They tell me some, nah. I'm like, no, that's it. Because I can't give you what I have. Like, you didn't pitch in on it. So, and I was being nice and generous by giving you what I gave you. So, I was already uneasy. So, I stayed up my drawer the other night. And then I took them home. And when I took them home, tried to take them home, they argued about not leaving my house. And I'm like, why are you arguing to not leave my house? So, he asked, could he use my phone? He proceeds to walk away from me. I think he walked away or he stood beside me. I don't remember, because I'm trying to get everything together. But I remember that I bought a Beyonce ticket because I wanted to see Beyonce. I brought that before he went in my Cash App. And then, I don't know the time frame, but I'm just going by the series of events. And I remember he asked to see my phone. I gave it to him. That's when I heard my phone go off. And I was like, can you give me my phone? Can you give me my phone? And before I could even think about it, he transferred changed the email, changed the phone number, so therefore I couldn't see what was going on. But after he did all of that in front of me, I can't say I was wrong. I was wrong for that part, for letting him get into my phone. But I was thinking Cash App was going to be locked, in that it's going to be secure, that can't nobody get into it. And I'm just like, I have two codes to get into my Cash App. It's a pen and it's my thumbprint. So I don't know how he got past it, but I found out one of the ways is, y'all better check out Cash App, is a 5 minute inactivity window that you can still get into your Cash App without putting a code in. So everybody better watch that. Then I proceeds to try to take him home. He arguing, and I'm just like, okay, why'd you arguing with me to take you home? I'm getting pissed off because I'm like, okay, I need to get you out my car. I understand he got a gun, but I'm just like, Vonta, you can't argue with nobody with a gun. But I was just praying and saying that, hey, let me get to this destination and let him get to his destination safely, because I don't got time. I don't. So I proceed to ask him, I'm trying to be on my level-headed Aries mode. So I'm like up and down, up and down. So he tells me, oh, you're going the wrong way, you're going this way. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, can you just give me the destination? He tells me, I'm giving you the destination, this and that, but he's not giving me an exact place. I take him to where he need to be. We drive around the location once. And I'm like, okay, where do you want me to go? He says, turn around, arguing with me. So I finally get him to where he going, and it looked kind of sketchy. So I still had my car in drive, then put it in park, because I want to pull off and go. If you shoot, I want to be able to be gone. Like, get out and, like, I can duck down and look like Cookie on the side of the car. Like, I want to be able to do what I got to do to get away. Peacefully, safely, and soundly, okay? So as I'm driving, like, I drove around, and he told me to stop right there. Like I said, my car was still in drive. He got out the car. Somebody calls him and say, I'm about to beat this bitch ass and all of that. I'm like, hold on. I don't think you want to try me. I would have fought for my life, but I would have tried to do whatever I had to do. But I would have said, who I pray to, please protect me and keep me safe. But I'm glad I got out of that situation safely. I'm here to tell y'all, don't trust nobody with Cash App. Use Zelle. Or better yet, go back to the old-fashioned way and use CHA. Oh, Lord, I can't even spell. CAHSH. Lord, I'm on my podcast. I can't even spell cash. Like, how I mess up on spelling the word cash? That's a 4-letter word. Easy. But like I said, make sure y'all use cash, or just don't do the transaction at all. Or just be on your new stuff and say, no, this 2024. And, like I said in my Michael Jackson video, please leave me alone. Just leave me alone. That's it. And he made a song about leaving him alone. Put that in your playlist and play that as your motivation song. That will help you get through some things. Like, that's why Michael Jackson was on my #1 playlist. You see him on the back right there in the shirt. I said right there in the shirt. Right here on the record. And right here on my good old shirt. Okay, you see? This is adding to my collection. That's why I listen to him. Okay? Now I'm about to end this podcast on a positive note. Everybody have a positive 2023. Happy Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas. Happy whatever thing that you celebrate. I can't say them all. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. If you don't celebrate it, Happy New Year. If you celebrate the things that you celebrate, happy to you and happy new beginnings, okay? Yeah, and Vonta is out.